الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر
الله أكبر.
World Bank whistleblower Karen Hudes, she's one of many of a coalition of whistleblowers who are making waves across the planet. She's joining me now in studio. Karen, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me on, Barry.
Karen, just before we went to air, we were discussing the global corruption, the global syndicate, the bankers. Who are these people? Who are the individuals? Who are the puppet masters pulling the strings of the bankers?
Well,
because you had mentioned
yes.
the Jesuits in a previous interview, so I'm intrigued as to know where's the connection to the Jesuit order, as well as through the Vatican and beyond. There's many secret societies in the world. Many people speak of the Illuminati and the Masonic orders, the Order of the Garter, many of these super elite organizations that operate in secrecy. So I know I've named a few already, but if you could help us elaborate on these points.
The elite, the secret societies, the Vatican, they're traitors to humanity, because the one at the very core that's pulling the strings is a different species. They're not the human race. They're called Homo capensis. They have been on Earth together with humanity for before this ice age. They look just like human beings, except they have these big skulls.
Well, maybe such codes seem to you unrealistic and odd, isn't it? Maybe you are saying it's just another odd conspiracy theory made up by someone to play with the minds of people, so to gain followers and money. Yep, we too, we saw it like this. We saw it like this when we heard such things for the first time. But as the time passed and we went to do more research on this issue, we confronted with unprecedented crazy docs and evidences that blew our minds up, Let me show you. First of all, maybe some people say that Karen Hudes is all fake and propaganda. But see this document, bros and sis. This is a page in the World Bank website about Karen Hudes and his codes. Yes, because Karen Hudes had been an employee in the World Bank, as his page shows. And the craziest thing is that she says she left the World Bank office and started to be a whistleblower on such issues only when she confronted with these giant school humanoids in the World Bank high-ranking meetings. Crazy, isn't it? Well, it's just a start. Let me show you more crazy stuff, bros and sis. This is Foerster. He has done documentary stuff on the so-called elongated school humanoids since long. The craziest thing he has witnessed is that such elongated schools not only exist, but also they are always can be found in areas when ancient megalithic structures reside. Places like Peru, Egypt, and everywhere the so-called pharaohs or gods resided all over the history. See these megalithic structures. They are so odd and ancient, no one can estimate the real date they are actually from. See how precise they had been built. Have you ever seen such structures being built with the technology we have today? I don't think so. See this skeleton with an elongated skull found in Bolivia. Have you ever seen any so-called scientific journals we have today publishing articles on such issues? I haven't seen any. Have you? After some time, when we search about the crazy psychedelic drugs LSD and DMT, and its unbelievable third-eye otherworldly trips to communicate with other dimensional beings in the internet, we confronted with such figures, brothers and sisters. Such beings sound familiar, isn't it? The crazy thing is that the third eye world and such geometrical patterns we see in the psychedelic trips of the drugs, they are exactly the same stuff used by magicians and gurus trying to contact with the devils and satans. Moreover, the energy leading to the third eye is exactly the same stuff, so close to the sexual energy God says in the holy books that Adam and Eve contracted when they ate the apple in the Garden of Heaven. God knows best. What do you think, brothers and sisters? Leave us a comment.